This is just a little trigger warning for this video because I will be mentioning the topic of eating disorders and mental health struggles. So if that is something you cannot handle, please skip this video and I'll talk to you guys next week. Hey guys, it's Kat. You guys like the hearts that are in the background? If you watch my other Get Ready With Me, my other videos, I had gingerbread and now I got the hearts. And those are going to be up for a while even after Valentine's Day. So this video is a Get Ready With Me, where we're gonna talk about why I left YouTube and why I'm coming back to YouTube. I also have it Alani. This is cotton candy. I always have to start with Alani every time I get ready. I was very happy because I found cotton candy Alanis at Target, but I was only finding them at Five Below. So now I'm like, thanks Target. Starting out with Miss Tower 28. Always doing skin prep before my makeup, and I'm going with my Biona Hydrating Milky Toner. So people who have been subscribed to my YouTube channel even after 8 years of not posting, I always want to thank you guys. But I left YouTube for a very good reason and I'm very happy to be back. Hello Recipe Dewdrops. I lab mostly for mental health. There were some things that happened to me in high school that caused me to, take a break. And that just led to an extended break, as you can tell. Tatcha eye cream. High school was a very hard time for me. I got bullied a lot within 7th and 8th grade, which caused me to develop mental health issues like eating disorder and like anxiety, depression. So in high school, it got really bad. The eating disorder was at its all-time high, and I went to hospitals. Road barrier butter. It was just why I had to leave YouTube. I was still making videos freshman year of high school, but then after freshman year, it kind of went downhill. Adding some sunscreen. You see me move my head because I'm trying to look at my mirror. And then sophomore year of high school, I was admitted to outpatient care practices, which led to inpatient. So, like, obviously I couldn't keep up with videos if I was in the hospital. Talked about this primer in my Project Pan video. She is almost out, and I'm like, please, like, do you see this? But continuing on, so sophomore year of high school was the time where my brother and my sister were like, you need to get help. So I was admitted to hospitals, and I was there for a decent amount of time. I finished my Huda Beauty foundation, which is something I wanted to finish. Now we're going with the Natasha Denona High Glam Foundation. This is in the shade RN1. Well, I'm going from super serious conversation to like, hey, look at my product. Because that doesn't explain my personality. I don't know what does. Yeah, so it was a rough time in my life. I had to take a step back, and social media just was not on my mind. Don't get me wrong, that was a time where Musical.ly came into my life, which is now TikTok. But when I was an outpatient, that's kind of what I did. I didn't really post videos. Being in hospitals was just a time where like I did not really think about YouTube. It was just too stressful to think about, to be honest. I was over here like not having the energy to even make videos on YouTube, and like I said, I was in and out of hospital, so it was hard to even get thoughts together. So after freshman year, I kind of just stopped. And then junior year, I was admitted back and forth again. So I missed a lot of high school, sophomore and junior year. Motivation was just all lost at that point. For concealer, we're going in with Tower 28. This is a really good concealer. I don't know the shade. I think it's one of the lightest ones. During my time in the hospital when I was outpatient, which outpatient is just like a daytime, and patient is like strictly in the hospital at all times, like overnight stays, I was more on shorter content like Musical.ly, which is now TikTok, and that's kind of where I started posting little like lip sync videos because it was just easier to do than sit down at a camera and do long form content for YouTube. And that was what was more popular and easier for me to like be consistent on, even though half the time I wasn't consistent because of going back and forth in between hospitals. And it's funny how like I'm excited to come back to YouTube. I'm going in with my Morphe bronzing stick. There's not really much to talk about why I left YouTube besides mental health reasons and just going through a hard time in my life that forced me to kind of stop posting. When I started this account, I was in 8th grade, and I had a lot of friends who watched my YouTube videos from 8th grade. I was always like, trying to be cool. I was like, I have a YouTube channel, I'm having fun. I bought a camera and all this stuff. And then it kind of just was fun and exciting. And I was like not the best at editing or, you know, doing the full effect, but I was having fun with it. And I was only in 8th grade, mind you, so I didn't know what I was really doing. And my brother was not fond of it, so I had to keep it a secret for a little bit. The hardest part of my makeup routine is deciding what blush I want to use. For cream blush, I decided to go with this Makeup by Mario. This is the Soft Pop Plumping Blush Reveal in Pinch Me Pink. Going back to what I'm freaking talking about, I keep switching between makeup and talking, and I'm just like, get it together. Well, when I started this channel, like I was saying, I was in 8th grade. It was just a fun, silly little thing to do after school. And like I said, my brother was not very happy about it. He did not like that I was like doing it. He kind of just stopped caring. And I was like, well, now I'm an adult, so I can do what I want. But it was my mom that was very supportive through me doing it. She didn't really care. She didn't understand. She was just like, you're having fun. Let me just, you know, do what you need to do. I was just like so happy my mom was letting me do it. Like, it was like Black Friday when I bought my first camera, and then I was just like, you know, it was just a fun time. I'm going in with this Tarte glow tape. This is in Rose Glow. I'm trying to squeeze some of it out, but nothing's coming out. I just have to squeeze a little harder. I would do like 2 dots on each side. I did not expect that much to come out. Okay. I bought this new brush by Real Techniques for my liquid highlight, and it's actually pretty nice. I remember buying my first camera and how excited I was. I was editing on my freaking phone all the time, and then I got my laptop when I was about to start high school, my MacBook, and that was an exciting time too, because I was like, yay, I can still, you know, post videos and I can still edit and stuff, and it was just a good time. I'm going in with this One Size Ultra Pink setting powder. I did not expect this much. Like, there's a mountain of setting powder. I did not expect that much to come out. It was just, when I started this channel, I was just very excited and I was brand new to it, and then I just stopped because of what I talked about in the beginning of this video with my mental health struggles and how I progressed and just having to take a break that turned into a very, very long break. And that makes me sad that I, like, you know, stopped posting. But now we can get to why I'm coming back. Like I mentioned, I was doing Musical.ly videos, which now TikTok, and that was fun for me because it wasn't as like demanding as like a YouTube channel to be consistent with it and keep posting. And then that turned into me trying to be serious about TikTok for a while, like doing Get Ready with Me like I'm doing now, and that was shorter based content. And I realized I am a yapper as I turned into an adult. I was like, there's real life things to talk about that's not just school. I keep buying makeup too, and I'm like, doing Get Ready With Me motivates me to do my makeup and sit down and actually, you know, do it. Going in with House Labs for my bronzer. This is in Soulfeel Sand Fair. I've been really loving this brush from Rare Beauty. So I got more serious about TikTok, and I was posting my Get Ready With Me there, and I was doing that for a good year and a half, and I was like really getting into it, and then slowly realized I like longer content better because a lot of people on TikTok don't have the attention span to watch a 10-minute Get Ready With Me, so I kept cutting it down to like 4 or 5 minutes, and it just was not to my liking. And the camera I'm using now, my boyfriend bought me actually for Christmas, and that's what got me really started to be serious on TikTok. It's hard because I love my camera, but more for YouTube setting. Like, a lot of people use their phone for TikTok, and I was using a whole freaking camera and lighting and all that fun stuff and editing. For blush, we're going in with this YSL Make Me blush in the shade 87. But I just realized I'm a yapper, and cutting a video down to 5 minutes was just not in the books for me. I keep telling myself that I want to make these YouTube videos short too, but I wanted to come to YouTube to be able to talk more. I still post little like random videos on my TikTok and stuff, so it's not like I left there. For highlight, we're going in with this NARS. This is the Eros one. I currently use my TikTok account that I had since 2015, but I did make a whole new TikTok just strictly for Get Ready With Me. It's in my talking videos, and something bad just like went down with that account with TikTok, and that account no longer exists for reasons that I still don't understand to this day. Like, my account just is not there, and it was really confusing because I was like, TikTok, I was just posting get ready to be videos, and then they kind of took that away. I'm gonna fill in my brows with the Anastasia Brow Wiz, and I do my eyebrows in a weird way, so don't judge me. I think when TikTok got rid of my account was when I had the realization, like, okay, that means I can really kickstart back my YouTube channel and, you know, do longer content. And I feel like there's a lot more YouTube videos I can do compared to TikTok videos. So, you know, coming back to YouTube is what really excites me now. I'm not gonna lie, my camera just fell, so if the background is different, that's why. We're gonna do an eyeshadow look, a neutral one. And for starters, we're going in with my e.l.f. Lock It Down eyeshadow primer. I love my eyeshadow looks because it literally takes me like 5 minutes to do it. We're gonna go in with my very dirty Patrick Todd Major Dimensions 3 palette, one of my favorites. For my transition shade, we're starting off on this side here. We're just gonna put that in my crease. To continue on with my story, all I really want to say now, because I feel like I explained majority of it and I'm not even done with my makeup. I'm going in with this darker shade right here for my outer corner. But like, even just right now thinking about it, I'm excited to come back to YouTube, and the reason I am coming back to YouTube is because I can sit here and yap for like 15 minutes depending on how long this video is after I edit it. Going in with this brown shade here for like the center of my eye. I was just not cutting it with my get ready to me videos and stuff just because I could not talk and yap for as long as I want. And that's like the full reason why I'm coming back to YouTube. Now we're going in with my Patrick Todd. This is like the 2 eyeshadows. This is in We Need Better Lighting. I'm going in with this gold shade down here. We're just gonna put it on the very like inside of my eye. And then we're going in with this top shade here. This like pearly one for like the inner corner of my eyes. And then we're gonna put it under my brow for like a little effect there. That's literally all for the eyeshadow look. Now we're going in with my Sephora collection. This is just like a gel white liner. And I just put this under my eye. I hope you guys are actually staying this long for the video. This video would not do good on TikTok because it'd be too dang long. For setting my face, I'm going in with the Milk Hydro Grip Set and Refresh Spray, which is something I talked about in my Project Pan video, and very much does. My camera is being so weird today and I'm trying to figure out why. We're gonna do mascara, and I'm starting out with a Roller Lash by Benefit Cosmetics. All in all, I am very happy to be back on YouTube and making longer content and yapping. And you guys can always feel free comment if there's anything you want me to talk about, my Get Ready With Me, or what kind of videos you guys want to see from me, because most of these videos are gonna be makeup related. But if there's anything else, like outfit ideas or just anything, please let me know in the comments, because I am down to do anything, because my motivation for YouTube every week is nice and I like the idea of posting every weekend. Like, I could talk more about my job in another video to go into detail why I can't post like multiple times a week and stuff, because that just be too much. But I'm always open to suggestions, so let me know. Going with the Tartelette 2B mascara from Tarte. I know this is only my 4th video back, but I feel like I'm really dedicated to posting every weekend, and I already know about a video that's going to be next week, and it's going to be Valentine's Day related, and it will be posted a little before the weekend, because I know Saturday is literally Valentine's Day, and if I post that video any later, it's not gonna be Valentine's Day no more. For lips, you're going in with Pillow Talk liner first. I'm also working at my part-time job on Valentine's Day, which I kind of assumed, even being a seasonal employee, I was like, they're gonna schedule me on Valentine's Day because it's gonna be a busy day at a jewelry store. We're going in with Pillow Talk lipstick. I have my mini one downstairs. I'm not about to go get it. We're just using the big one I have. I'm just glad it's like a shorter shift than some other people who are working. So I'm like, it's 5 hours, I can do it. For topper, for my lips, I'm going in with the Laneige Glaze Craze Tinted Lip Serum and Cinnamon Sugar. We're just gonna put that on top. I love this applicator on this one. It's like a little donut. I'm just gonna put that on top. And to finish it off, I'm going in with my Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin. This is the mattifying setting spray. And then I'm gonna use my fan over here to just set it down. Alrighty guys, here's the final makeup look for today. Make sure to like and subscribe and comment for engagement, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.